everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing Forza Horizon for the first time ever on this channel. I figured we can take a relaxing drive through the beautiful and calm villages of the English rural area and enjoy the sounds and the atmosphere of the game. As you can see, I will be driving the 1969, I think it's 69 or 64, I don't remember, Chevy Impala. I don't have many dream cars. There's only two cars I would ever want that I would classify as my dream cars. That's a Tesla and a Chevy Impala. For those of you who've watched Supernatural, you know exactly why I love this car. It's just got a cool classic vibe, but it's not too much, you know. It's not ostentatious, obnoxious, or gaudy. It's very cool. Cool in a simple way. So, I figured we can drive around in the Chevy Impala and have ourselves a nice little chat. So, you see my little speedometer over here, and I'm just going to try to stay around 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. I might annoy some people, but, you know, it's going to be their problem, isn't it? So let's just drive around. We don't really have to go anywhere, really. But let's just explore the countryside and all of its happenings and thereforth. And we'll try to stay around 20, 30 if we can. Just so nobody starts honking at us, although I lowered the honking audio. I turned it off so no one's gonna really, we won't hear it. But yeah, let's go for a drive. And roads are clear. Make a nice little left here. This is in England, so I have to drive on the left side of the road. Took me a couple of tries before I realized that. I almost crashed into a variety of people, not realizing that, oh yeah, that's right, they drive on the left side, not on the right side like we do in America. So some cars, most cars it seems in this game though, are, let's make sure our coast is clear. I'm not that used to the camera just yet, but most cars in this game are left-sided steering wheels, interestingly enough, which is counterintuitive. You would think that there would be more cars with a right-side steering wheel, just to make it easier. I lowered the audio so we can actually speed up if we'd like. Let's wait for this guy to pass before we crash into him. But yeah, I started playing this game. I have Xbox Game Pass, and I get a bunch of great games for free. And I saw that this game was free on Xbox Game Pass, so I figured it would make a perfect ASMR video. But then I started playing it, and I was actually surprisingly enjoying it. Not just like the racing, but also the just the driving around like this. It's a lot of fun. The mechanics are amazing. This is hands down I only have like Grand Theft Auto and Cyberpunk to compare, but the driving mechanics in this game are far superior. It's just really smooth, and you can actually drive first person like a normal human. But it's an incredibly enjoyable game. I'm playing with a controller, and it plays, it's like a knife cutting through butter. Very smooth. can imagine playing this with a wheel would be even better. But yeah, I thought it'd be cool to play this on the channel. Nice relaxing drive through the English countryside in our Chevy Impala, going almost 50 miles an hour. We're getting crazy, but we'll slow down a little bit here. If you guys have a specific car you would like me to drive that's in this game, let me know. I just started, so I only have 3 cars right now. Oh dear, this guy was driving on the wrong side of the road. Let me, cows ahead. We don't want to hit the cows. Let me see if I can open up the menu and show you guys. Hopefully that doesn't. So we have the, there's 1964 Chevy Impala. We have a Charger, a Dodge Charger, 1969, and this car is very loud, which is why I didn't pick it. And then we have a 1962 Ford Cosworth. This one is the only car I have right now with a right side steering wheel. But coincidentally, it's also the best car. But it's also pretty loud, so I didn't want to drive it. I felt like the Impala was the best choice for this video. Until I get a better car or a different kind of car. I think electric would be, an electric car would probably be a good option to drive for this channel, so it's more quiet. I don't have to lower the audio as much. You'll also notice I turned off my webcam. I figured I didn't want my face to distract from this video. There really is no need to have my face up on screen. Just enjoy the ambience and the environment. Wow, okay. That guy's a madman. He probably thinks that I am driving like this because I suck, but I'm actually doing it on purpose. Slow, and let's go this way. Okay. I'll whisper for a little bit as well to save my throat. Soft speaking is harder than whispering, just so you guys know. At least in my opinion. But I'm American, if you couldn't already tell, and we drive automatic in America, so I'm not familiar with like stick shift and manual, but many cars in this game are stick shift and manual. We discovered another area, very nice. But the thought of like driving manual just gives me anxiety in real life. But from what I've researched and been told, it's a lot like driving a BMX or a mountain bike rather, where you have gears, and as you increase your speed, you change the gear and shift it quite literally like you would a mountain bike. So you shift it into second gear, third gear, fourth gear, etc. And I got to thinking, like, okay, I know in America we're always trying to do things like different from the rest of the world for whatever reason, but isn't it easier to just drive automatic? You know, save yourself extra work. So I looked it up. The speed limit's 50 here, so we can increase a little bit if we want. Wouldn't it just be easier to switch to automatic? I mean, it's not like there would be a learning process for people in England, for example, right? I mean, it's easier. You pretty much do exactly what you're doing, except now you're doing less things. And from what I've gathered through my research, manual is better than automatic simply because you have more control over your car and the speed at which you're going. I don't quite understand it fully, but from what I've gathered, give way. Okay. Well, there's no one here, so from what I've gathered, you are not able to go up to a certain speed unless you shift gears. So if you want to go like let's say 60 miles an hour, if that's, I don't know if that's like gear 3 or 4, you'd have to change to that before you can actually reach that limit. So it might actually be safer in that way. So speeding becomes less likely. At least that's my interpretation of it as an American. Let me slow down here so I don't crash into this gentleman. But, yeah. I live in New York, so I don't have a car. It's pretty much unnecessary. Virtually unnecessary. It's a luxury item. Especially now. I work remotely. Like 100% remote. And who knows if I'm ever going to be commuting to the office again. At least not full time. Doesn't seem likely. But a car isn't necessary in New York City. Mostly it's because there's no parking, so if you work in Manhattan, which, Manhattan is basically what most people think of when they think of New York City. If you work in Manhattan, you take the subway or the bus because there is no, and I mean no parking. You would not be able to find parking. So you'd have to pay for it, and it's very expensive. And so having a car, doesn't get you to work. So you'd only have it for like leisurely activities, which is why it's a luxury item. I feel like we're going camping or something. Where the hell are we? This is super strange. But, yeah. Anyway. When I get a car, it's going to be because I'm no longer in New York City, or I have so much money that I'm just like, screw it, why not? Because it's not economically reasonable for me, because my insurance would be so high that it's like, why am I paying so much? There's deers in the area. Let's be careful. But, yeah. If I had to get a car, though, the one car that I would want that's realistic in terms of like what I could drive is a Tesla. I would like to drive a Tesla. I think it's a beautiful piece of engineering. So that would be a car that I would see myself driving. And, if I had like money to just throw around, I would like to get a Chevy Impala, but it's, not an economically responsible purchase because it's an older car. It's, if you want to collect, that's a different story, but it's just not an economically, reasonable purchase for me. I also like to get a Mustang too. That's probably the third on my list. But, there's some potholes here. But, yeah, the Tesla is probably the car that I would go for to drive. Looks like we're in Ashbrook. This is a new place that I have not visited before. First time ever. I've only played this game for like a couple of hours, so this is all pretty new to me as well. Let me slow down here. I'm not sure what this means exactly, but we'll go. I don't know if this is I don't know what this is, really. It's like a little, it's like a little pole that's just blinking yellow. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Does that mean slow down? I have no idea. I don't know what this means either. Like, what is that, a fire hydrant? No freaking clue. These signs are confusing to me. I've never seen them. Oh, God. What a madman. Another madman. A third madman. I'm over here driving like a grandma in comparison. But, they're not the ones making an ASMR video. So, we won't show off. That was my heater in the background, just in case you want to know what that was. We can speed up a little bit here as we drive. But yeah, this is a beautiful looking game, and it looks amazing in every single way. And Ambleside, we can go to Ambleside. I'm honestly surprised at how much I like the game. Let's see. I guess we'll just go this way. I got it just for this channel, and I'm surprised that I actually enjoy playing it outside, because I've never been like a racing game kind of guy. And I'm not even a car guy either, you know, like I'm not a car aficionado, where I'm like, you know, it's one of my interests or my hobbies or anything like that. I like them, I can appreciate their engineering, but it's not something that I'm like thinking about, you know. I can definitely appreciate cool looking cars and things of that nature, but it's never been something I've been like obsessed with. Like some people are very into cars, and me, not really. So, but yeah, if I lived in an area like this, for example, I would obviously need a car, but it would also just be more enjoyable. You know, like driving in New York City, by the way, is one of the most stressful experiences that you can possibly have. Like, even in and I'm not talking about Manhattan. Manhattan is a given. It's crazy. But even in like Brooklyn, where there's less people, it's still incredibly stressful because people drive like maniacs, and the minute they get impatient, which is all the time, they'll start honking at you and yelling. Okay, I think we're going towards Ambleside. You know, if you're waiting at a light for it to turn green, the minute it turns green, you'll just hear an army of people behind you honking with anger. I think we can go. Let's go to. Oh my gosh, Ambleside. I couldn't make up my mind. I was like Broadway or Ambleside, Broadway or Ambleside. I don't know. Yeah, this is what we'll do. What does that mean? Action. Zonal Cheetah. Okay. That's a pretty fitting name given this game, actually. I'm impressed. He really gave it some thought. He was like, okay, I'm playing a racing game, and I'm fast, and I'm in the zone. What do I call myself? I know. Zonal Cheetah. It's a lot more impressive than Rambo. That's just not very creative, is it? But, yeah. As I was saying, driving in New York is so stressful. People have no patience, and they're very angry. And there's a lot of people driving, so it's like you're constantly having to worry about crashing into people, so you have to like be vigilant. It's made me a pretty good driver, especially for someone who never drives. You know? Like driving in an open road like this it's like I might as well just be asleep compared to driving in New York. But it's just still something I prefer not to do if possible. And Ambleside. Well, it's nighttime now too, which is appropriate for this video. Horizon Festival. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. There is also the option of like different camera angles too. You know, we can switch it to like be on the bumper right here. That could be cool. Like this. This is pretty neat. I don't know how people drive like this, though. It seems confusing. First person all the way. Feels like we're running really fast. And then you've got the classic third person view. You know, reminiscent of GTA and various other games like Mafia, etc. Have you guys ever played Mafia, by the way? Great game. It came out with a remastered version recently that I've been wanting to check out. Can I go around this guy? I'll just do that. I played the original many years ago as a kid, so I've been thinking about getting it. It takes place in like 1920s Brooklyn, so it's like in my backyard. Convoy. Nah, I'm not gonna do that right now. But thanks. I don't even know what that means, honestly. Appreciate the offer, though. I would respond to him if I actually knew how to respond to him. Let's go back to first person. He doesn't know I'm making an ASMR video. Zonal cheetah. Convoy. What is convoy? I'm so curious now. I'll have to remember to look that up after this video. But, yeah, like I said, guys, if you have any specific car you'd love me to drive, let me know. I will purchase it just for the video. Doesn't matter if it's like one of the most expensive cars in the game. Just let me know. You know, I'll save up, do some races, save some money, and get it. There is a lot of cars in this game, but surprisingly no Tesla, unfortunately. Maybe it'll be added. Again, I don't really know how what the process is for putting a car in this game, if they need to get manufacturer permission or company permission or what, but if they put a Tesla in this game, I would be very, very happy. Okay. I don't know what this dude's doing, but I'm just gonna sidestep him real quick. He just stopped randomly and was like, you know what, I'm just going to go in a circle here and do a burnout. Here's Ambleside. Welcome to Ambleside. Beautiful. Let's do a nice little turn here and slow down as we... Oh, 30. Okay, that's right around what we're at. I'm a speed limit guy, guys. I'm a fan of the speed limit. I know that sounds dorky, but better that than getting a ticket, you know what I mean? Rather not get a ticket. So, I'm a big fan of the speed limit. That sounds so lame. But when I took my driver's test when I was 19, my instructor said that I went too slow, but he didn't take off points because it's better than being a reckless driver. So, plus the test was in the snow, and it was in Red Hook, which is basically the hood in Brooklyn. So it's not only dangerous because of the snow, it's dangerous because of unsavory characters in the neighborhood. So he let me pass, despite the fact that I crashed into snow and went slow. And yeah. That's the way that it goes. Going a nice 30 here. Cows. I don't see any though. I don't see any. I've been also thinking about getting the wheel and the pedals for this game. I think it'd be really cool, but it's pretty expensive. You know, it's like $300, something like that. That's like insane. But you know, if it's fun, it's like, why not? I wouldn't mind it if it's worth the price. Like if I get fun out of it, if it makes the driving that much better. But for now, you know, I'm okay with. Let's go this way. Actually, this might be cool. I'm okay with using a controller. Let's see. Let's slow down here, and I'm driving like a normal person here. Oops. I just did a burnout. Fuck it, I'll go this way. Oops. This isn't America, Randall. Go this way. Alright. But, you know, if I can drive in Brooklyn, I can drive in a place like this. That's my mindset. This is a walk in the park in comparison. There's like no people around. But, yeah. Another game I want to try for you guys on this channel, which is also on Xbox Game Pass, is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator and American Truck Driver Simulator. And Euro Truck Driver Simulator. So it's kind of like this, except you're, you know, flying a plane and driving a truck. But, you know, Flight Simulator I think would be really, really cool. Apparently I've been told, my girlfriend told me that there is, you can get like controls for the Flight Simulator as well. Like a joystick, I guess. I don't know what you would use. Probably like a joystick. Just like you can get a wheel for Forza. So that's pretty neat. So I wouldn't mind trying that out for good measure. Let's go down to that house and park by the lake, and we can retire for the night. Well, it's morning, but we'll retire for the night because I'm assuming that you're watching this at night. And if you're not, well, good morning. And I hope this helps you start your day in a nice way. You know, that's the goal, I would say. Let's there we go. And we're just gonna stop right here by the lake and enjoy the scenery. Again, like I said, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at this. This is just magnificent looking. What a beautiful looking game. Massive tuna. Nice. I do like tuna. I mean, who doesn't? That's the real question. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this little relaxing drive around rural England. And let me know if you'd like to see me drive some cars. Some other cars, that is. And I will definitely do that for you guys. But with that being said, I am going to call it here. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. And I hope you didn't miss having me on screen too much. But you'll see me again soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Good night, my friends.